Hi, my name is Ikea Damone, and I'm a singer-songwriter out of Pretty Girl County, Maryland.
And I'm Demarco Rush, writer and reporter with the Washington Informer. So, Ikea, I'm really glad to be interviewing you. We've been trying to do it for months. We kept doing it on holidays, so we had to keep pushing it back. But for one, I kind of want to start out with just asking you to introduce yourself to the audience, kind of tell them a little bit about yourself and how you even got into the music industry.
How I got into the music industry, I could say like I was born into it. My grandmother, she was a singer. She sang with the Shirelles. And then her father, he was a singer as well. And so he sang with the Rays.
That's Mama said that every day is
So I had the honor of being able to see her perform at a young age. Like, I watched her perform on stage with like Patti LaBelle on the lineup, you know what I'm saying? And just seeing that opened up my eyes to possibilities. And I wanted to be her junior. I wanted to be just like her from day one. So that's where I started out wanting to sing.
So I saw that you recently released your single Release. And before that, you kind of had a hiatus between release dates. So talk about why you kind of decided to take that step back, but then what empowered you to make that comeback?
I decided to take that step back, for motherhood. I wanted to just make sure that I was stable in that, like I had my bearings. And I really wanted to give my son like my full attention and make sure I was setting him up for success for the future. And then once I got to the point where I felt like he was in a good place, I was like, okay, it's time to go back to my dreams. And honestly, I really wanted to be able to show him too. Just like I seen when I was younger, I want him to be able to see like the world is yours, like anything is possible. You can go after your dreams. And that was just very important for me because when I started seeing certain characteristics of him, like, just being scared to show who he is, like any of his talents that he may have. I want him to get out of that, and I don't want him to be ruled by fear. And so I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it for him.
How would you describe your music to someone who's never listened to you before?
I would say soul is the main point, but I will be diving into like all forms of R&B. I do have an album that will be coming out this year. It's called Memoirs of Damone Summers, and that is like, I was really big on exploration when it came to that album. I wasn't listening to anything or, having references, having something in mind. Me and my MD were just in a room and we were just creating, seeing what comes of it. And so I do have like ballads, I have R&B, I have neo soul, but I think the main thing that I want people to know is that I'm enjoying myself. Like, I'm making the music that comes out of me, and it's not based off of what mainstream is or looks like or sounds like, and it's not based off of other people's opinions. It's just based off of what feels good to me. When
you said the name, it gave me vibes of like Miseducation Lauren. Like it's just something that sounds good to hear. So I'm gonna definitely have to tune in.
I appreciate that.
So tell me a little more about where you're from and how that influenced your musical style.
So I'm originally from New York. I lived in Queens and Long Island. It was definitely like the grittiness from there. But coming to Maryland, that kind of has like a slower pace to it. I feel like it was something that allowed me to sit back with myself and be able to incorporate like the soul bits of it. I also went to school in North Carolina, and so that's a whole, another atmosphere. And I feel like all three states combined like allowed me to go into these different areas of music.
What is your experience been like just being an independent artist? And for those that are also looking to get into music, what are some tips that you would have for them?
Get your reps in. I think all indie artists, like, they get their reps in. Put yourself in different situations so that you can be comfortable in any type of situation.
And I just want to ask, just with music in your career going forward, what do you want to get out of this, and where do you see it taking you?
The goal now is like sharing my gifts. younger Ikea was so focused on the comparison, you know, with everybody and listening to other people saying like, you know, what will work, what won't work. And even like at times, like not being as confident in myself because of the comparison aspect. And when I learned that this was a gift that was given to me from God, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to reach the people that I'm supposed to reach. I think that's like my goal.
All right. Well, Ikea, thank you for speaking with me. Great interview, and I'm wishing you all the success in your journey.
Thank you.
Shake your hand.